A very good afternoon / evening. Let's go early pre-evening. I hope you're good. I hope you're well. My name's Adam. I'm going to be taking you for the next couple of hours. Claire is with me as well. You all right, lovely?
I'm fine, thanks very much.
That's like a TV, all right. We've just gossiped since I got here at 3.
We have. It's been lovely.
If you want to be a presenter for the next 2 minutes, read this. There you go. Just read it out loud. Start from 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, Craig is with me from Hunky Dory. At 7 o'clock, it's a double hour, but 2 different shows, people. There's 2 different shows, so 7 and 8 are totally different. At 6 o'clock, 70% off. Warehouse clearance. When it's gone, it's gone. Lowest ever prices. I think you can buy the show for just over 80 quid. We worked out earlier. But coming up now, it's 5 o'clock. It's 2 minutes past 5. It's Pink Frog Crafts. Let's talk all things cardstock is what we're going to talk. Because we've done a lot of this week.
We have.
We have. If you joined me for Craft O'Clock earlier in the week on Monday, we were talking about the leather look card, but we've got it in different sizes to the previous show.
We have. So this show is all about 18 by 36
But what
centimetres.
size is that?
Fold it in half, 7 by 7.
So this is 7 by 7. So everything I'm going to give you is 7 by 7. So you did a show earlier.
Yeah.
What size was that?
20 by 40, 8 by 8.
So these would be perfect mats and layers if you bought earlier.
They would, so just slightly smaller. So if you don't want to go quite as big, this will be absolutely perfect, yeah.
Now, remember it's capped postage, it's 1p&p, so if you did buy earlier from the Pink Frog show, you can put these into your baskets as well, and it's capped postage across the board. Let's start, though, with our leather look card. Now, I adore this that you've got on this one. Now, I don't think you are going to see it, but if I hold that, you will see what we've got on that one. That you've got in there. So that is your leather look. So you can see the colours that you've got. Now, the price on the screen is not the price you're going to pay. Why do I need a leather look card in my life?
It's a little bit different.
It is.
I think that's what's nice about it. For me, it's great for just to add a little bit of texture to things without adding a lot of bulk to your cards, but great for kind of masculine makes as well. Just get your kind of darker colours on there, and really great for masculine makes, even though I've used a load of florals.
I know, but it does well. I've got some of this at home now. I can't wait to get my hands on it.
I think the other thing, and we talked about it this morning, or earlier this afternoon, is that with Pink Frog, even though it's a textured card, you can still do all the things you would expect to do with a Pink Frog cardstock. So you can still stamp on it, you can still colour on it, you can still ink blend on it. You know, it's textured, and you can see that texture, but the fact you can still stamp and colour on it is amazing.
But it's subtle, is what I like. It's 270 GSM. You're getting 40 sheets. Remember, fold it in half, which is this one here, which is 7 by 7. Is what we're looking at across the board. So if remember, it's that leather look that you've got on there. But if you do things like your elephants,
yeah,
paint it in grey, you've got your elephants there. As I say, your masculine cards, your money wallets, and you want to give it that sort of texture, just rub your ink pads over it. You genuinely can't go wrong. And look at the price, £9 for 40 sheets. What I also like about the leather look cards, one side is textured, the other side is plain.
Yep.
There's no texture on the other side whatsoever. So if you want the plain on the outside and you want the texture on the inside, you can do that as well.
Yeah, so straight away it gives you that... I can't find the words, they've gone.
It's lovely, though. I love it. Not that you can't find the words. I like when you can find the words. It makes my job a little bit easier that you've got on this one. £9 is what you're looking at for your leather look card, is what you've got on that one. From there, these were all in a lovely order, and I've literally just messed everything up that you've got on here. Super smooth. Now, this is where my crafty journey started.
Yeah.
Because this is one of those... throw anything at it.
Absolutely. So it's one of those, like I say, throw anything at it. It's a lot of people's go-to cardstock. And the reason being is you can just use it for just about everything.
You can.
So whether it's ink blending, whether it's spritzing on it, whether you're going to heat emboss, colour it in, however you're going to colour it in, whether you're going to use your watercolour pencils, your watercolour markers, but even your alcohol markers. And for me, that's the game changer in this, because if you're suddenly colouring something, and maybe it's not bright enough, you're like, oh, what could I do with my alcohol markers? You don't have to start again. You can just carry on using this cardstock. It really is a workhorse.
Now, everything I'm showing you now is done with the same cardstock. It's done with the Super Smooth, from blending to going in with your inks that you've got with this one, from stamping and colouring. You get a slight bleed through, but nothing major that you've got on this one.
Yeah, and that's inks which you would expect any time you use an alcohol ink to have bleed through.
But look how well they stamp. Look how well. That's using watercolours you've got on there. You've got heat emboss that you've got with it. Using it to cut and using your dies
Yeah,
through it
die
as well.
cuts beautifully as well.
Embossing folders that you've got with this one. It is the workhorse of the craft room. That leather look card, when you scrunch it all up with water, I love this technique.
Yeah, and you know, the fact that that was white card to start with just amazes me. So definitely, you just need this. You need this in your craft room. It's just a go-to.
And it's in that perfect size.
It is, and with it, all of our 18 by 36, our 7 by 7s, all of them will come with a free download. So that download will be available on your Hobbymaker account, and that will give you 10 different card folds.
Really easy to follow as well. It's literally like a recipe booklet, how to do gate folds and Z fold cards and things like that, all using the size of the cardstock that you use. Super smooth. It is a game changer that you've got. It's how I started in the wonderful world of craft, by just using a small amount of it. But as I say, you can use it for everything. So if you want to try that technique out, use some of this. 300 GSM, so you're also talking construction weight, so you can make your frames with it, make your boxes with it.
Yeah, and because it's the same all the time, once you've mastered that technique, you know how that card's going to perform all the time.
Good.
And for me, that makes my card go further, because I'm not having to relearn that technique on a different cardstock all the time.
If you want to go for it, though, the details are on the screen at the moment. AR9P67 is your item number. Are we going to item 3 next? Yes, please. Right then, this is your tonal cardstock we're going through now. Now, what we're about to tell you now is the same for the next 1, 2, 3. Okay, it's just different colourways it comes in that you've got in here. I love tonal cardstock, though. Look at the colourways
So pretty.
in this.
It's so pretty, isn't it?
It really
For me, it's like a
is.
delicate winter palette. I'd love to make Christmas cards in that. I really would, with a bit of like embossing powder and stuff. It looks so pretty. So all of this card is out of what we call our true range. And if it's from Pink Frog and it says true on it, it means it's that colour all the way through. So it's that colour all the way through to the core. It also means it's acid and lignin free. So great for anything you're doing that's archival, scrapbooking, memory books, journaling. It just won't age.
If you want to go for it now, you're getting 10 of each colourway, which is 40 in total. It's 290 GSM. You're going to get your folds with this as well.
You are.
It's that same size. It's an 18 by 36, which fold it in half gives you a 7 by 7. But you've got something different in this one. You've got those beautiful 2 different grey tones, the light and the dark. You've got this beautiful sort of mink.
Yeah.
Love this
Beautiful.
colourway. Slightly unusual as well. And then it looks white, but it's sort of a subtle...
It's a really soft pink.
Like a blush
It is
pink.
blush, yeah.
But they all work together. They work really well together. $18.50 is the lowest price that you're going to get. QD9 P35 is your item number. I'd stock up. Genuinely stock up, because there's your mats and layers straight away. There's your card, there's your mat and layer, because you know they're going to work together.
Yeah, and that's what we try to do in these collections, is put colours together that work together.
If you want to go for your grey collection, the details on the screen. QD9 P35 is your item number. £18.50 is what you're looking at. From there, let's go to essential items, is what we're talking about now. Once again, this also, if you're going for the super smooth white or the leather, I'd also throw this in as well.
Definitely. So you've got some white in there, actually.
You have. I think you've got the super smooth in there.
Yeah. So you've got the brown, the true brown, true black, true ivory, and then some super smooth.
So you've got a bit of everything in this one. The one on the end, this one here, is your true brown. Stunning. It really, really is. And remember, they're the colours to the core. So if you're using your scan and cut and things like that, when you cut them out, you don't get that white edge.
No. The other thing is again, use all your techniques on them, because they are that smooth cardstock. Even the coloured card, you can ink on it. The black and the brown look beautiful, embossed with a bit of gilding over the top of them.
Nice.
It just really brings that shine out. all your techniques, all of it works.
But your true black as well, they're the ones I was making frames with the other day. If you were watching Craft the Clock, when we all made the frames, when we did our late night lives, that you've got on there. It's this cardstock. This is the cardstock I was using that you've got, and also the craft card we've got coming up. £16.50. You get 40 sheets, 10 of each colour, and it's in that size of 7x7 is what you're looking at. NC9P70 is your item number. From there, oh, I didn't show the cards. I'll do them next time. Your Christmas colours now.
Basically, yeah.
These are your Christmas colours that you've got in this one. Details are on the screen. It's the lowest it's ever going to go that you've got on this one. But look at the colourways in this.
Yeah, so red, green, blue and super smooth in there as well.
Once again, so you can try that super smooth. Look at those colours pop. Christmas cards that you've got coming up. We've also got the advent boxes coming up as well, and I know Dawn uses Pink Frog.
Dawn uses Pink Frog all the time. So yeah, great for scoring, but it'll die cut beautifully as well. So if you've got lots of holly dyes and things like that, you obviously got your red and green in there.
But look how well it stamps on as well that you've got in this one, so you really can go to town that you've got. We've also got the linen look coming up as well on the show. These are your foundations. These are all your foundations to your cards. Everyone can have a blank card. Blank looks lovely. We've used them for years.
Yep.
But why not change it up? Why not change it just up slightly to the next bit? So the next bit, maybe that linen look, or maybe a card stock. White card syndrome is one of those that really gets me. I look at it and go, I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, and for me, if I'm really stuck, I will go into my craft room, I will just fold card.
Is that how you start?
Yeah, sometimes if I'm like, oh, I don't know what I want to do today, I will sit and do some card folds and I will see then a shape that makes me go, I want to use that stamp with that. That gives me, if I do a gatefold, it's like, oh, I've got 2 panels to work with. If I do a Z fold, I've got like 1 panel and maybe I'll put like something I want in as that main focused image. So for me, it definitely does something in my brain that makes me go, oh, I know what I can decorate that with.
And remember, on top of that, you get that digital download of the card blanks. That's a game changer, because that shows you different ways. You don't just fold them in half to make a 7x7. It's a 7x7 gatefold. You get them with everything that you've got, everything I've showed you so far. You will get those digital downloads as well. Step-by-step instructions. Genuinely, you can't go wrong. They go right into your account. Right, and if you want to go for your royal blues, your super smooth white, your baby blue and your baby pink.
Yep.
This is another staple just to have it in your craft stash. Is that the lowest ever price? It is £16.50. You're getting 40. Now, GSMs vary on this one from 285 to 300 GSM.
285 for the pink. The 2 blues are 290. Yeah, 290, and the super smooth is 300.
How do you know? You've got
or they could be 280. Now you've made me think about it.
10 sheets of each is what you're going to get. 7x7 when you fold it in half.
290.
That's the card stock. We'll go with it.
Made me
Sounds
think
right.
about it.
Sounds
I was
good.
fine.
Sounds good. You've got £16.50. XA9P21 is your item number. Now, we were talking about white cardstock that we've got in this one. But, once again, it's a game changer that you've got in this one. This is your white linen. Now, I don't know if you can see. There you go.
Do you want an ink pad?
Look at that linen look. I like this cardstock.
This, for me, is just pure class. It really is. It lifts any project just by giving it that feel of luxury. I feel linen cardstock just screams luxury to me, and I love that.
Well, you don't need to do much to it because it's so subtle.
Yeah.
That you've got in this one. It takes away the starkness from the white. Let me show you. For the sheer fact, I don't know if you will see you can see a massive difference. Look at the difference. So that's super smooth on the top, and then you've got your linen look on the bottom. Look how well they work. Look how well they're just different, but it brings a bit more class.
It does just bring class. So if I was doing wedding invitations, if I was doing big birthday invitations for any of my friends, I would definitely use the linen.
It's the linen look. Is the details on the screen at the moment that we've got at the moment. Remember, you can still throw everything at it. 300 GSM is what you're looking at on this one, which means We're talking construction.
Definitely. So good for making boxes, all your different card folds.
All your card blanks that you've got on this one. These are the ones that you need to sort of multi-buy on, to be honest. Now, there's not a massive stock of this either, okay? We haven't been given massive stocks of all of this because what happens is it all comes off the roll, but then he cuts them at different sizes. So we had A3 the other day. We had, I don't know what we had.
15 by 30 and
Yeah,
15 by 40.
30 the other day. It was so long ago. 10% of the stock is already... I knew we had A3. I know we've got A3 because I remember putting that away. That you've got on this one. But the linen look, it's one of those classy looks.
Yeah, and we don't always... That is one of the ones that we don't always have in stock, to be honest.
Now,
I haven't had it for a while.
Talking about classy looks...
Here we go.
This is my all-time favourite. I know it sounds ridiculous that you've got on there, but I love the Pink Frog craft card.
Me too.
This is the one that I hoard. Genuinely, and I don't use it because I know if I run out, I don't know when I'm getting it again. The Pink Frog craft card is one of those that is just, you know what you're buying into.
It's a nice colour of craft. That sounds ridiculous, but it is. It's not. It's not too orange. It's not too brown. It's just beautiful, and it's the same colour on both sides. A lot of craft tends to be darker on one side and lighter on the other side. Also, because it's a good quality card as well, you can die cut it, even though it's a really heavyweight card, and that's just because of the way the fibres are built up inside it.
Craft card is one of those. You don't need a lot with craft card. You're getting 50 sheets, folded in half. This is how they do all those, what's the word I'm looking for? Not novelty cards, you know, the bijou.
Yeah.
With a little stick person and a button, and it costs you a tenner.
Yep.
And all it says is happy anniversary at the top. Bit of old net makes a veil.
Yep.
You know all the ones I mean? That's where these are from. Genuinely, bit of craft card.
Craft card, a little word stamped, a little stick image, or just even if you've got like little die cut images, anything, look great on there.
And frames. Once again, this is how I made my frames the other night when we were working with our inky backgrounds. Get it while you can. 10% of the stock has already gone. You know what you're buying into. You are adoring the craft card. 350 GSM that you've got on this one. You're getting 50 sheets. Remember, it's 7 by 7 once you've folded it in half. Okay, so once you've folded it in half, it becomes 7 by 7. Just so you know roughly what sizes you're buying into. And you're going to get all the instructions with that as well. So, everything I've shown you so far, you're going to get instructions with. Let's go on a side note. We talk all about cards.
Yep.
Lovely making a card. We neglect an envelope.
Yeah, but you can't send it without an envelope.
This is true. So if I told you, you can get luxury envelopes in this one, and you're going to get 100 of them, 7 by 7 inside, but does it fit?
Of course it fits. Watch.
It's the first question I asked upstairs as well. So it's all right selling envelopes, but does a 7 by 7 card actually fit in
It
them?
fits with some room. Yeah, so it's not super tight. So that's obviously got a raised front on it.
Oh, it does
Still
as well.
loads of room, and you've got
look
that
at
beautiful.
And it closes properly on the actual fold.
Yeah.
That you've got that rather than refolding it so you get a double fold.
And that's because we've chosen these envelopes to go because we know crafters make not just flat cards.
No, it's true.
We always want to add a little bit of
and that card
dimension.
has got a bit of depth on it. It's like a little Z-fold card that you've got in there. We neglect an envelope. They're good envelopes as well. They're not see-through. Sometimes, you know, when you used to get an envelope and you could hold it for light, you could read the card without actually opening it.
No, they're beautiful envelopes. But you make envelope books with them and all kinds of things.
A good quality envelope. I know it sounds ridiculous. Genuinely, I know what it means. It sounds ridiculous, but you can't go wrong with a good quality envelope. And if you don't use them now, use them for your odds and ends. Use them for your scrapbooks. Remember, if you put lip to lip, I think it is, you can turn them into a book.
Yeah.
Literally, you glue all the lips together, you turn them into a little pocketbook. You can't go wrong. Look at the price, £11 is what you're looking at on this one. 20% of the stock has already gone. If you are going for the 7 by 7 cards, you can get the envelopes as well. Where are we going next? Miri mats. Oh. These are new for me.
They are.
Now, what's a Miri mat?
So it means that these are already cut to fit on your 7 by 7 card. So they are 17.5 centimetres by 17.5 centimetres.
So you're going to get different colourways as well. You don't just get the gold, so you get the look.
That's your rainbow gold, that one. So it's got all the different colours in it.
So you're going to get 50 sheets and you're getting 10 of each colour I'm about to show you, okay? Look at that, it's like petrol in a puddle. Oh, love the gold card. Then the pillars are light.
Opal pearlescent.
Opal pearlescent, they've changed the name.
No, it's always been opal
pearlescent. Love this, love. It's a love. I love that one. Once again, I will prove they all fit on a 7x7 in a minute as well. This is your...
rainbow.
Rainbow. Rainbow team that you've got in that one. So that is your rainbow. Then you've got gold.
Gold.
And then rose gold.
Yeah, that and craft card all the way.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Are we allowed to fold this?
Yeah, do you want me to get a scoreboard?
Oh, yeah, let's do it properly then. OK, well, I wasn't going to do it. I was going to just fold willy-nilly, but let's show them that it fits. So I don't want people thinking, oh, it's all sound well, it's going to be 7x7, but...
So if we just score at 18, that will fold that in half. You see, scores beautifully.
Check it out. So these are made... Oh! Now, obviously, you'd line up a little bit better than what I have. But, bang them on. Look at that. You've got that stunning little border all the way round, a little bit of ink around there.
Yeah, so if you're not great at cutting those mats, this just takes, again, another headache away from you. Yeah? It just takes any, you know, if whenever you cut, it cuts a bit wonky. Whatever that might be, this just takes away that problem for you.
Oh, I like these. I like these already, because you know if you cut your circle into that, it's going to be dead in the centre to your card as well, so everything is going to line up.
Yeah.
£12 is what you're looking at for these ones now. 10% of the stock has already gone, 20% if everyone checks out now. Brand new to me, I'm loving a set of Miri mats. Guessing it's 9. Now we've got our cardstock.
Yep.
We've got our mats and layers.
Yes.
We've got our envelopes.
Yes.
It's looking a pretty nice card so far. We now need something to put onto it.
What do you want to put on it?
Let's put a flower onto it, and I've cleaned that up from what they said in my ear as well. Let's put what are these on? Oh, is this a peony?
That is peony.
The peony that you've got there. I do like when Pink Farm do crafts because they give you lots of added extras to do mats and layers.
Yeah, so we give you lots of different bits and pieces. We try and pop some words on there sometimes, but yeah, just so that you can build with it, really.
I like these. Loving these ones. All of the stamps are quite limited stock, so everything I'm about to show you is quite limited in stock that you've got on this one. But I do like the way, as I say, you stamp this out first, and then you start adding these on like little ones. Would look stunning in shrink.
Never thought of shrink. Shrink would be
Would
good.
look stunning in shrink
But
plastic.
great, definitely great layered, but that big stamp as well just works so well on its own. Covers a nice shape. Yeah, just like that.
There you go, stamped out.
Might even use that one in a minute.
This is what you're going to get. So you don't have to use all of it. Just use partial stamping that you've got in there. Adore that one, I really do. If you want to go for that, details are on the screen. £15.95. CY9P81 is your item number. Then let's move to the lily. I love this one.
This is it's just beautiful. It's nice and easy to cut out as well, which for me, you know, if I'm going to fussy cut, needs to be not too fussy.
That's true.
And just fills a card, and it's really easy to colour that one as well. So I love stamping, I love colouring. I'm not the best colourist, but the fact that that's easy to colour makes it really easy.
But look what you can do using that linen look card that we showed you earlier. From there, using the watercolour elements. It just works that you've got with that one. Building up your own arrangement, because that's what you're getting, remember? But you can really go to town and start building up your own, down to the most simple. Really, that pop of colour that you've got on there really works on that black cardstock.
Definitely. It's just, you know, just really makes it look arty, really. If you put black behind most things, it all of a sudden looks like it's framed and in a gallery.
I like this one. I know everything you see on here, we've got on the show. Take advantage of that one. So that's your lily, £15.95. And then you've got your foliage and more that we've got on here. So why do I need foliage and more?
Foliage is always the answer.
You always need foliage.
You do. So if your card is generally a bit lacking and you're like, what's missing? Generally, if you put a bit of foliage on it, it just lifts it. It connects bits together. It grounds things. So if you've got a flower and it looks like it's floating and doesn't look like it belongs, if you put some leaves behind it, it looks like it's meant to be there.
It would also make a stunning border.
It would.
As well, a bit like this, but this is not the stamps used, but you can see what I mean when you go around this one. So you could go around the edge, it's ever so subtle.
Yeah, and you can just use them on their own as well. I think there's a card over there somewhere where we've just used those leaves on their own.
But it really works. So you've got all your leaves. So you've got your eucalyptus in 2 sizes. You've got your, I'm going to say it's like, sort of like a lily leaf in a smaller size that you've got in this one. You've got...
Rosemary.
Rosemary. It also looks like Christmas pine.
Yeah, it could be Christmas pine as well.
You could put a little robin on top of that, I feel, or a little nest for Easter.
Yeah, and then some textured stamps.
Yeah, I like these, though.
So great for fillers. That little square one makes great kind of basket texture as well.
Nice.
So if you're trying to create that, yeah.
With your craft card, stamp on with your craft card, make a bit of a picnic blanket.
Yep.
Go down that route if you wanted to go down it. £15.95, CZ9P84 is your item number. Now, here we go. If we get this wrong, we are genuinely going to get, well, who knows, red liner tape. So, your red liner tape on this one. Pink Frog Craft do the biggest red liner tape in the industry, to my knowledge. Now, why do I say this? What are the facts on the red liner tape?
Red liner tape normally comes on little rolls.
Does.
You normally get 5 metres on a roll.
True.
This is more than 5 metres.
30 metres.
30 metres on each roll. And we've got 4 different widths.
So you're going to get your 3mm, your 6mm, your 9mm. Remember, there's 30 metres on each roll, and 12mm as well. So it's 120 metres of red liner tape. From the finest, where you can do... What would we use the smallest for?
Use it a lot on frames where you've just got that very small edge. Anywhere where you've just got... maybe if you're putting a frame on the front of a card and it's only quite thin or delicate, that'd work brilliantly.
That's the finest to the thickest you are getting. Let me put a gap in and then you'll see. From the thickest to the thinnest, and you've got everything in between as well that you've got there. So you're going to get every single one of these, and look at the price. £16 for 120 metres. Red liner tape is the staple of any craft room.
It is. So if I'm using this, anything that I really want to stick forever, because once it's stuck, it's stuck, but I use it on a lot of 3D construction as well. So if I'm going to make a box, if I'm going to make something that's maybe got like movable elements, things like that, this is just going to make sure it's got it's just really stuck.
No, it is. And once again, remember, your normal roll should be 5 metres. You are getting 30. I was trying to do the maths, but I couldn't. More than double. More than double. More than double per roll. It's all of it for £16. £16. Stock up now while they're at these prices. Genuinely stock up while you can that you've got on this one. Something else that is a staple, and while they're at this price, and they won't be at this price for long, stock up on these as well. It's the first time, it's only on Monday, I actually saw these for the first time. We're used to the big squares.
Yep, these are half the size.
These are half to what? Have you got one that's open? Because I'm not allowed to open. I'm not allowed to open. I've opened too many in my time where I get told off. These are half the size of the normal ones, okay, for £9. That is the size that you're buying into, and you're going to get 1,000 of them. They're 12mm by 25 by 2mm, so they're 25 long by 12mm by 2mm thick. These are a staple, and they last, well, mine have lasted forever.
Yeah, they do. I go through these a lot because I like the whole front of my card raised. So that first mat, I'll quite often raise the whole thing. So I use a lot of these, but even then, I don't have to go into the office like every week for them because they do last for ages.
You're going to get 1,000. Michelle said, I got this last time. It was still lots on each roll. But stock up. This price, I can tell you, this price won't be around forever. And I'm not just saying that because it's telly. I'm genuinely telling you it because I know. This price will not be around forever. I think the price goes back up soon, if my memory serves me correctly. So get them while you can, okay? They stick everything though. Don't just think your cards. This is holding up a rod above my back door. You know, it's a long old story, but it's holding up those. It's holding up a rod. It's holding up the fairy door at the top of the stairs, the skirting board.
There you go.
And once they're on, it ain't coming off.
No, they are really good.
Christmas decorations. Just think about your Christmas decorations.
Yeah, and my samples quite often get put in boxes, so they kind of get like pushed about a bit, and this kind of holds its form.
Balloons as well. I don't think I actually showed you any of you the photos of the balloon arch we made for Mol's birthday. But to build the arch, obviously you build it up, but then you know the little bits, the fillers. I use my foam pads.
Yay.
Cut them down because they're not going to. Looks like they're going to sell out. Get them while you can. There are loads of you in for your foam tape. Get it while you can. It's a staple. It's half the size than it normally is, which means you haven't got to cut them down and clog up your scissors. It's already at the perfect size that you want, and you get 1,000. If it was me, I do about 15, cut it off, and that's how I do my rolls.
You just tear them. I don't even cut them. So
we're over-allocating now.
When I take them off the roll, don't cut them. It'll just tear, and then I keep them in a little plastic box.
Everyone needs to check out. Remember, it's only 1 P&P across the board, so check out your baskets. If they're in your baskets now, you need to check out quickly, okay? A few more things to show you, then we'll get to a demo. Finger lift tape, the 6mm that you've got on here. Where's the end? Here we go. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know. I never know if you can see.
Do you want me to get some black card and put it on there?
Oh, yes, please. That would be amazing. Because finger lift, so the edge that you got. Can you see it doesn't go up to the edge?
It's brown. I'll do.
It doesn't go all the way up to the edge. Should we do live demo?
Yeah.
I won't do too much because
no, but it tears. But you can see if you take just part of that off.
All the demo cameras we got, I decided to do it over here.
Of course you did. It's all right. We'll lift it up in a minute. There you go. So you can see.
So you can see the size of the sape to the size of the liner that you've got. So if you've got a little pokey tool, you can't go wrong with this one. Why this and not red liner?
So this, it's not quite as sticky, so it's easier to work with, but also this tears. So when you're kind of sticking your mats and layers together and you may be doing like quite a few, this is quicker to use because you can just tear it. You don't have to cut it.
We're over allocating on this size. You get 50 metres. I've got less than 20, but there's loads of you in that you've got on this one. If you want to go for your tape, we are over allocating. Are we doing the other one? We do have the bigger one. This is your 12mm that we're looking at. So the 6mm, if you've got it in your baskets, check out those baskets now. We have got the 12mm tape. You're getting 50 metres of the tape as well. Are you getting 2 rolls?
Yes.
Yes. And you're going to get 2 rolls of the 6mm, 2 rolls of the 12mm, so you can see the size difference. It's just double the thickness is what you're getting, but obviously you are getting 2 of this size that you're looking at. Perfect for wrapping Christmas gifts.
Yeah, if you struggle getting the backing off your tape, this is brilliant because you've got that extra bit either side just to lift it up, so you don't need your pokey tool for this one.
If you want to get hold of it, details are on your screen at the moment. £8 is what you're looking at for your easy finger lift tape that you've got on there at 12mm. You're getting 100 metres in total. Should we have a cheeky demo?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Go on, you go and set up. Thought you got away with it, Deborah.
Did?
Yeah, no, I'm changing the tack of the show. We've still got the paper on the show. We've still got the glue bottles. We've still got the EVA on the show, the stencil masks as well. It's all there. I'll go through all shortly. But let's fit in a cheeky demo. Everything is on the website should you want to shop ahead of us. You know where to go by now on this one. Right then, what are we up to first of all?
We're going to use the leather.
Nice.
Just to show you that we can stamp on it and we can colour it. And let's do one of our folds. I am going to quickly, but very quickly, bring those in. There you go. That's all you get to see of those, because they will be your free download. It was a very quick look. So I am going to do our Z fold. So it tells me in the instructions where to score. So I'm going to score at 9, and I'm going to score at 18. And the fact we do it in centimetres, it means all these are nice round numbers. The most it ever goes down to is half a centimetre.
Okay.
I struggle with inches. I'm all right in wholes and halves, but after that, I don't know what's the difference between an eighth and a 16th. So with this, it's all in centimetres, nice and easy. And straight away, I'm looking at that, I'm like, oh, I've got a panel here. I can either have a big panel here or something here. So automatically, I'm thinking, oh, I've got things to do with that card. Okay. Yeah, makes me think of things. Let's pop that on there. So we were looking at this beautiful, beautiful pearlescent card. This embosses really well as well. So this is one of our mirror mats. I've just cut it down a little bit, only to fit through our machine. So what I want to show you is how well this embosses. And this is because of the quality of the card. I'm just going to pop it. This is a 3D embossing folder.
Okay.
Just pop it in. But any of your embossing folders, whether they're 2D or 3D, that'll just go through.
I do like these mats and layers. This just makes it a lot quicker.
Yeah. You're not wasting as much either.
No, you're not putting into an A4 sheet.
No.
And layer. These are perfect.
Let's move that out of the way. And you can see straight away how beautifully that embosses.
Look at that.
Really pretty. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've cut some of that down. So this is going to make our little panels. I've just trimmed it. I'm going to use red liner on the back of this. The reason being is this is now got quite deep indentations on the back. Okay. So I want to make sure that definitely grabs to my card. But yeah, I could use my Easy Lift tape as well. I just want to make sure it's definitely stuck.
Now also remember, with your red line tape, burnish, burnish, burnish.
Yeah, which I didn't bring my burnish tool.
Could it just make it easier to lift, as I showed you once again the other night? Yeah.
What I would say is, once you've burnished it or given it a good rub, is I always tend to come in from the side rather than the end. It gives you that just seems to work better for me.
No, I'm with you there.
And then we'll just line this up on a little bit of black card that we've got.
How well does that work with that true black?
It just makes it pop, doesn't it? And then we're going to pop these on the front of our card. Now I could use my Easy Lift tape. I'm actually going to use my EVA because it's super quick and it'll dry really quickly. In my non-clog bottles. I was never a wet glue fan until I got these bottles, and the reason being I used to put too much glue on and there would be glue everywhere that there shouldn't be.
Now, once again, I could talk hours about these bottles. Genuinely, these bottles, game changer. Especially with my little one, Mole, because she's a bit heavy-handed. Well, she's not anymore. She was a bit heavy-handed with the glue bottles that you've got in this one. £14.50 is what you're getting. I thought you get two the same now. Yeah,
you get two of the skinny ones.
Rather than that...
The little squat one, yeah. We found out that people preferred this one.
Yes.
We listened to our customers and decided that we would do two the same. Because it feels like writing, so it's much easier. They're very, very squeezy. I'm not going to squeeze that one too much because glue will come out of it. When you've finished with it, using it, just wipe the nozzle. You can use a tissue or whatever. I tend to just use my hands. And then you just pop that back in, and that makes it, then it's ready to use next time.
If you want to go for the bottles, the details are on screen at the moment, £14.50. Genuinely, the two different sizes are amazing. Just a quick update for you. The red liner tape and the foam pads on a roll now sold out. Well done if you got them. There is no more. There's no magical phone calls, I don't think. There is no more for this hour, so well done if you got them. Genuinely a game changer is what they are. We're also quite limited on the double-sided finger lift tape. Which size, lovely? I want both. Both the sizes, limited stock. You get two of them, okay? So that's your next best. For me, it's a go-to. I've never tried the finger lift tape, though. One I must try.
So all I've done is I've just put our stamp into a little stamping platform, and I'm just going to ink it up. Any black kind of waterproof ink will do. Because this is quite a big stamp, I would tend to do it in a stamping platform because then I can go in again. I'm quite short on these tables. to get any pressure on it.
They're quite high and they're quite wide, I've noticed.
There you go. Yeah, I'm going to go in again. I think I need a new ink pad.
Peony details are on the side of the screen at the moment. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stamps in that set that you're getting into. You get 2 sentiments and the rest of your peonies for £15.95.
Perfect. And that's onto textured cardstock as well.
That's good.
So I think that's one of the things to notice. So with this, we can then obviously colour that in. So let's just grab any ink. Let's grab a pinky colour and we'll get an orange. And then all I'm going to do is just put some colour down.
You can throw quite a lot of these as well, can't you?
Yeah, and I'm going to use a bit more purple as well, just to bring that through. So I am just going to add some water to that ink, a bit more pink actually. There you go. And we can just watercolour. So you can do like colour washes, but you can see I'm not worried about how much water I'm putting on it. I'm letting the water do the work really, and that ink is just moving about. If I then brought some purple in with a bit of water, you'll see it'll just blend in. So this isn't watercolour paper, it's nothing, you know, it will just watercolour, it will take quite a lot of water, and this is the leather. And that's what I love about it, is that, you know, you've got that texture, but you can still use it for all of these techniques.
And that's the thing, there's no limitations, really. As long as you don't saturate it, but it's the same with any, even watercolour paper, you shouldn't saturate. But with this one, you can go in first with the water and then put your ink on top.
Yeah.
You can do so much. And for the price that you are getting the cardstock at, whether it be the super smooth, whether it be the textured, whether it be the leather look, it's worth having a go. At the end of the day, it's one sheet of 40. You could even cut it down and use it as a little tester.
Yeah, and because of the amount of detail on these stamps as well, I don't need to do very much. The shading's almost already built into the stamp for me. I'm just going to grab a little bit of green and then we're done.
Now remember, this is your last Pink Frog show for today. So if you have got things in those baskets, check them out. You know how it works. Cat postage as well though, so don't worry. You can still add things in.
Yeah, and I am just throwing the colour at this. Until I haven't really taken any time to do that. I've got one little bit that I want to add a bit more colour to down there. But there you go, you've got a stamped image there straight away.
Now, if I'm a visual learner,
yes,
and I'm going for the cardstock,
yes,
is there anywhere I can go to watch? I don't really do the reading. I want to watch someone fold.
Yeah, so if you are a visual learner or you want something to go with your instructions, if you go to Pink Frog's YouTube channel, Dawn and I, between us, have done all the card sizes, and you can see a video of that. Us just doing the folds. So it's all very well and good us going, this is a gatefold, this is a, trifold. If you don't know what those mean, then trying to just do it can be difficult. So just go on there, and there's nothing else on it, it's just us doing the 10 folds.
Right.
So we're going to pop that one on there. We've got 2 different mat sizes. That might have been the bit of black I gave you before. Oh no, it's there. We'll pop that on there. We'll use our...
I like this. I like just how well it pops on that matte layer, the true black that you've got on there. But imagine that with grey. Imagine that with the dark grey cardstock that you've got. You don't want it to be too stark.
So for speed, I'm using our Easy Lift tape, and I'm using that rather than my wet glue because that's still wet on the front where I've watercoloured it. Pop that on there. Oh, I was going to put a sentiment on. Right, we can do that. Let's grab one of the sentiment stamps. So what's nice about this set is you've got the sentiments as well. I'm going to take that one out of Foliage and More. I'm going to grab a stamping block.
Your sentiments in the peony, which is on screen at the moment, are many happy returns and happy birthday. Oh, you've even got a little caterpillar in the...
Yeah, it's really cute.
And your sentiments in the foliage and more are thank you and have a perfect day. These sentiments there.
Let's just stamp our little thank you on there. Always just give time for your ink to transfer from your stamp onto your card. And those letters have come out beautifully, especially again as that is textured card. And then all we need to do to finish this off is I want to put this on just this half. So I'm going to grab some of my foam pads that I've moved out the way. There we go. Make sure I've got the right side. Always have to double check. And they are just going to go down there. And yes, I use quite a few because that's going to be on the front of our card, so I don't want it to fall off. And I never like to, you know, not do it as I wouldn't do it at home. So you know that I've used that. Please don't stick, please don't stick, please don't stick.
We've had a question.
We're good.
I know what we're talking about. Could you please tell me where you get the water pens from for the inks, please? Are they the Studio Light?
They are Studio Light ones, yeah.
Studio Light. You'll find them on the brand page.
Yeah.
I think.
So there you go. There is your very simple little card when it stood up.
Look at that.
Look at that. So
Like that.
you can see that mirror card embosses beautifully as well. And then stamping onto textured cardstock. Who knew?
I love them. I genuinely do. Absolutely love it. Right, let's talk necessities that we've got on here. Let's talk envelopes, first of all. 100 luxury envelopes, everyone the same, that you've got on this one. But you're going to get 100 of them. This is the thing. We're approaching limited stock on your envelopes. Envelopes or envelopes? What are we saying? Envelopes.
Envelopes.
Envelopes. I can't remember what I was saying. Envelopes, I think. I think that was my TV voice. I think that's because I was on the telly. Envelopes. If you want to go for your envelopes, all your envelopes, depending on where you're from, £11, but they are limited stock. You're going to get 100 of them. They're luxury as well. Why do I say luxury? Because they're 100 GSM and you can't see through them. So you can't read the card before you open it. We've all been there, that you've got on this one. Also, keep one, unpick it slightly, and use it as a template to make envelopes. You know, you got this one. Have they got the licky glue?
Yes.
No, they've got the licky glue on that you've got on that one. So they have got the gum on there all ready for you to lick away if you wanted to. Everything is there. I don't know if you're still allowed to lick envelopes anymore. They stopped it during COVID. Well, they stopped it during COVID, didn't they? And people with germs. Well, you do you, boo. So from there, where do you want to go to? Mirror mats. I like these mirror mats. So you're going to get, they're just shy of 7x7 is what they are. So they're just smaller than 7x7, but it's the colourways that you get. I've pulled out all the colourways so you can see. So you've got that beautiful gold, absolutely stunning gold that you've got on this one. From the gold, you've then got the rainbow. Look at that. Just look at that on the front of your card. You don't need a lot, but it's classy. It's classy. Then you've got your pillars, or your kaleidoscope of colours that you've got on that one. That one works as well. I adore that one. Then you've got got this one. Yeah, more rainbow. Rainbow. Gold rainbow. Gold rainbow. And then your rose gold with all my little fingerprints on it that you've got on that one. But it is, you can see your reflection in it. This is how shiny we're talking for your mixed mirror matte cards that you've got. And they do work perfectly well for your mattes and layers that you've got on. Your envelopes are 7x7, just so you can see the size that your little cheeky matte and layer that you've got in there. So it does all work. It does work beautifully well, but get them while you can, because they're about to go. £12 is what you're looking at from that one. From there, Lauren Lovely, craft card, of course we can. Craft card, one of my favourites. One of my favourites that you've got in this one. I like this. I really, really do. Half the stock has already gone. I can tell you what I do with mine is, you know, when Ali Reeves is in and she brings her bookbinding stuff, I put all the glue down the side so then you tear them like a little book so they don't get dog-eared. So then it just becomes a big book of card that you've got on this one. You're going to get your full instructions to make 10 card blanks as well, whether they be Z-fold, your gatefold cards, loads of different ones in there. Some of them you think, oh, I've never made one of those before. Things like this, your stepper, laid-back stepper card that you've got in that one. Is that your inverted stepper? Inverted stepper.
I like that, though. Just rename everything.
Just a laid-back stepper. I couldn't remember what it's called. But that's what you get told how to make. So there are full videos. If you want to go for your craft card, £12 is what you were looking at. You don't need a lot either. You really, really don't need a lot of your craft card. From there, if you've got things like your Brother Scan and Cut, I will ask the question about dies shortly. You've got your stencil film. Now, this is what your stencils are made out of, okay? So if you need things like a messy mat and you want to do inky pickups, use one of these. They're 12 by 12. Put all your colours down. Put your card on top, there's your inky mess if you haven't got a glass mat. Or you can cut into it and use it as a stencil. Can we use it with our dies?
Yes.
Oh, we can die cut through it?
Yeah, easily. Let me see, I'm sure I had some earlier on. It was done with the die. Bear with while I have a route.
Okay, I'll do details.
But yeah, it'll do dies and punches.
Oh, there you go. SP9 P45. SP9 P45 is what you're looking at on this one. You're getting 10 sheets, but look how many you can get from one. Okay, so that is just die cut.
Yeah, that's a little Sizzix die, so only one of the thin metal dies, so not big chunky dies.
All those dies that you've got at home, start making stencils out of them. Start making your stencils. Your 12 by 12, 190 micron. Did you say over-allocating? Over-allocating is what you've got on this one, so we are over-allocating. From there, we're going to move to where it all started for me. I will bore you with the story one day, but genuinely this is where it all started. I'll bore you with a slight small of the story. When I used to work somewhere else, Pink Frog were there, they used to send Molly little gift boxes home, little bits of offcuts that we've got. And I used to stand on the telly and I used to sell them. That you've got. So I knew how much these offcuts were getting that you've got on this one. It's this one we're going to, not the Supermas. That you've got on here. So I knew what you were buying into, and I was like, no, you can't use that. You can't use it. It's too good just for you to scribble on and me to throw away. So I wouldn't let her use any of it, and I'd store it all up. And then Gwen, Lady Pink Frog, said, no, let her use it. Let her have a go at it for the sheer fact you get loads for your money. Now, this is buy one, get one free that you're looking at on this one. So you should be getting 100. You are going to get 200 sheets of the finest paper. And we are talking paper because we're talking 160 GSM. Now, this is what your printer looks like once you've printed it off. Now, 9 times out of 10, when you print something off, it's not normally you or the printer, it's the surface that you're printing onto.
It is. So we looked up, because people are like, well, you must have a really fancy printer. And we looked it up while we're prepping for the show. My printer is 10 years old. So it's just a little DeskJet printer, and all of those have been printed on it. And it's the paper that makes a difference, because the ink kind of sits on it, that's what gives those images the vibrancy.
Look at this, though. Look at this. So you can take your fancy printers. It's not the printer. It's the paper that you're printing off onto. This is, for 160 GSM as well, you print off onto this. These are your mats and layers. These are all the stuff that you print off from online that you got there. These could even be things like your recipe cards, your CV, if you're printing things like that.
Yeah, I mean, it die cuts beautifully, but because it's super smooth, you can still ink on it, you can still stamp on it as well. So again, that paper becomes very craftable as well.
Just look at what you are getting in here. It's worth getting. You're getting 200 sheets. I say, quick and easy projects. Look at that. How much would you pay for that in a shop? I know not everyone's making a business, I understand that, but just look at the quality. That's what I'm trying to get on this one, the quality of the paper that you've got in there. It works. You're getting 200 sheets. Now remember, it's 160 GSM, so it's not your big card, your super smooth cardstock. It's 160, but it's the same quality. It's the same properties that you're lying in with that one that you've got. I think we should have another little demo to finish the show on. We've got 5 minutes.
That's all right. Do stuff in 5 minutes. So let's do a little trifold card. So we're just going to get our scoreboard. We're going to look at our instructions, and it is going to tell us, and I am going to double check to make sure, trifold 12 and 24. Yeah, some nice easy numbers. Again, you don't have to remember them because they'll be in your downloads. But there you go, straight away, you've got a different size to work with. What we're going to do, so this is super smooth I'm using, so I just want to kind of show you what you can throw at super smooth, really. So we're just going to put some ink onto our glass mat. Again, like Adam said, if you didn't have a glass mat, you could use your stencil film. I'm just going to throw some ink down, and we're just going to give it a bit of a spray. So plenty of water, and this is just super smooth, and that will just go on there and pick that ink up. And I'll go in enough times to get the coverage that I want. I could force dry that, I could heat it, but I'm going to leave it because I've got one I've already done. But you'll see that...
I love doing this.
You know, you can see how much is on there. So we're going to pop that into our little stamping platform, and we're going to stamp this out. I'm going to use our little twig or rosemary or whatever it might be. I've moved that ink pad. I know it's here. I've used it. So we've added colour to it. We're inking it. We've used it for our card base. This is all the same cardstock. This is all your super smooth. You can see it stamps really well. I'm just going to find, not in that set, it's in one of this sets.
How long we got, Levi? How long we got?
Da, da, da.
2 minutes.
2 minutes, fine. I do just want to put the little sentiment on it. And if not, we can just talk through the rest of it. It'll be fine.
We're all good.
It's all good.
We're all good.
So we've got that, but now what I might want to do is distress some of that. So I'm going to go back in with some more water.
If you've got the super smooth paper into the super smooth paper, acid and ligament free, so you can attach your photos to it. Loads of people in the basket. You need to check it out now. Multi-buying at this price, what would it be? £22 and you get 400 sheets.
So I've masked it.
A lot.
So I just masked where the foliage is, but now I've added more water. I've gone back in so I can lift some of that colour, so it just really softens it and gives us that mottled effect. And then do just want to add a little bit of ink over the top. That's fine. And find the ink. That's a white one. I would ink it, but that's fine. Then all I would do is mat and layer these onto some gold rainbow. I think I did it on silver on that one. I'm just going to bring this one in. I've already done. And there you go. But that's it.
Cute.
Yeah, just really nice little card to send to somebody just to cheer them up. But yeah, that's it. So, but where you've masked that off, if you then put your little splats around it, it just means that that image stays clean in the middle. So mask it's another great one for using.
We've come to the end.
That's good.
Remember, you get all your instructions as well with all the cardstock that you were buying. So if it's your 7x7, you're going to get all the instructions on your digital download. Thank you, Claire, lovely. When are you back?
No, October.
Okay, so sometime soon.
October, sometime.
It's only 2 weeks away.
I know.
Where's this year? 1 week away. Closer to my birthday.
Yeah.
Right then, don't go anywhere. There's so much more to find. Thank you, Claire, lovely.
Thank you,
It's been
lovely.
a pleasure. I won't see you now for months. Watch.
I know.
3 times this week.
Yeah, it's been a year.
It's been a year and we've just seen each other 3. Oh,
It's been a bit much.
but it has. A tad. So don't you go anywhere. There's so much more to shop for here on the wonderful world of Hobbymaker, the craft shop that never, ever shuts. I'll see you in 2.